Star. No, I'm sorry. Luke isn't here. Yes, he's out of town. I can't really say when he'll be back. I see. Well, there's the other owner, Sutton-Scorpio. He's here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Holly. I didn't know. For me? Thanks, love. Hi, how are you? Yeah, what a coincidence. I was about to call you. Yes, of course. Well, sure, I'll answer any questions I can.
I'll leave you in good hands then. And Robert, I'll see you later.
Yeah, I've got that in a sheet here somewhere. Hang on. Look, give it to me again. Yeah, you want the total cubic feet, stem to stern. Right, and hang on, I better take this down. Okay. Got that, right. Length in meters, yeah. And the tonnage, okay. Right. Type of wood, well, the condition of the boiler? Well, I can tell you that right now. It's had it. Yeah. Well, sure, it works, but... All right, you're the broker. You tell the guy whatever you want to tell him. Yeah, I understand. Listen, when's Barron going to be back in town? Uh-huh. Yeah, well, I guess that gives us some time. Luke? I don't know. He didn't say. Yeah. Yeah, I realize that. Now, look, I'll have him call you the minute he gets in. And I'll get these specifications and drop them by the office today. Yeah, a little later. No, it's no trouble. Yeah, bye. Well, you want to join me in another caffeine fit?
Coffee? No, not this morning, thanks.
Tea?
No, thanks.
How's about a spot of sympathy?
I'm afraid even that wouldn't help. I'm so worried about him. We don't even know where he is.
He's in the mountains.
But where in the mountains? Which mountain? Do you know how cold it is up there?
I'd say extremely cold, and this will be of no comfort to you whatsoever, but he can look after himself.
You're right. It's absolutely no comfort to me.
And nothing I'm going to say will be. Look, it's about time you got your priorities right and started putting your life in order.
Nice picture of you in here.
Think so?
Very distinguished.
Yes, it was taken a long time ago when I was much younger and a lot less debauched. Look, he'll be back. Don't worry about it, all right?
Well, it sure is crowded out there. A lot of traffic. Took me a while to get here.
Yeah, all this talk of malls has made the area jump.
Morning, Commissioner. How'd you like your article?
Wonderful. I'm now the patron saint of Port Charles.
All due to the power of journalism. Hi, Holly.
Good morning.
How about lunch today?
I don't think so, love. I've got to get some stats on the boat over to our yacht broker. I've got a meeting at police headquarters, and then I've got to fit the mayor in, all by 2 o'clock.
Okay, Hotshot, how about some coffee?
That I can do. Sit yourself down.
I really should be back to work earning a living.
Oh, I wish I had a place to go to earn a living.
You should enjoy your freedom while you have it. You know, for all it's worth, having a day-to-day drudgery of a job isn't quite as relaxing.
Great for the waistline, too. Not having any money makes it difficult to overeat.
Wait a minute. What about a job at the paper?
My paper?
Why not?
Well, there are certain qualifications.
Which I don't come close to having, especially to write articles.
Look, wait a minute. I'm not talking about reporting. I'm talking about proofreading, maybe circulation.
Well, I do know a bit about advertising.
There you go.
I really doubt there are any openings.
You could check.
Robert, I really don't think
It's
so.
all right, Jackie. Thanks, anyway.
You know, I better get, going.
Well, what about the coffee?
I'll have to get some there. You know how Ian is. I'm already late, and he really is a bug about punctuality.
He is? Do I know that?
You do now. Bye.
Sirens?
What is that? No, see you later.
Yes?
Me again.
Come in.
Actually, I'm here on the pretense of measuring your stateroom, but I really wanted to apologize for Jackie.
She did something to me?
Well, specifically her comments regarding your qualifications to work at the paper.
She's right, though. I don't know the first thing about newspaper work. In fact, I don't know the first thing about anything.
Come on. Wouldn't say that.
What can I do? My whole life, I've been insulated from the concept of having to earn or make a living. Whatever I needed was given to me.
It's not a bad way to grow up.
Sure, if you never have to face reality. All my life, I've had something to hide behind. Lately, it's been Luke. I fooled myself into believing that love was all we needed to get by.
Now you know there's more. Now you know it's time to set a new course for your life. Look, you're not alone. We'll help you any way we can.
Thanks, Robert. But I'd like to start by trying to do it on my own.
All right, what about the classifieds?
That's where I'm going now, over to Kelly's for some breakfast and some job hunting.
Just remember, courage is the thing. Nobody is going to give you anything in this world if you don't demonstrate that you can handle it.
Thought I might find you two down here.
I'll leave you to it later.
Good luck and chin up.
So, what's the latest topic of discussion?
Oh, just a few pointers on job hunting.
Do you think it would be a good idea if you started thinking a little bit more about your job?
What do you mean?
I mean, 5 minutes ago, you said you had a million things to do. I really believe that Holly is capable of doing a few things alone.
That doesn't mean to say I can't offer some help.
Fine, help. But don't you think you've gone a little beyond the call of duty?
Look, she's just lost her father not more than a week ago. Now she thinks she's lost Luke. Work is an unknown word to her. She needs someone.
Yes, but why you?
Because I'm partly responsible for her being here. Because she's a stranger in a strange land, and I, of all people, ought to know what that feels like. And because I like her.
Oh, great. How much do you like her?
That is a question in poor taste.
Well, excuse me. I would hate to offend your finer sensibilities.
Look, what's the matter with you?
Don't you know?
No, and I haven't got the time to play 20 questions to find out. Now, if there's something bothering you, spit it out.
I thought I had.
And I thought I'd given you a straight answer. I've got things to do. I'll talk to you later.
If I'm not there, just leave a message.
No, Holly, I was just thinking, I know somebody that, at a catering firm, and they could probably use some help.
Sounds pretty part-time.
Well, yeah, in the beginning, maybe.
Well, I'll give them a call. Now, you see, here's one for a bank teller. I do know a little about finances. Just not the legitimate type.
I'd stick to smaller businesses right now, you know, the kind that are looking for bright, young, eager employees. Well, I bet there are at least 100 people out there that hire you like that.
As long as they haven't heard about the scam.
People aren't going to hold that against you.
Maybe not, but I doubt they would trust me with their money or their businesses.
Someone will. You just have to find the right one.
It's not going to be easy.
Look, you know, you could wait until Luke comes back. And if you need money right away, I'm sure that Robert could loan you some, or I could.
I know, and I really appreciate it. But I think this is good for me. I still want my life with Luke, but I think I have to have one of my own, too.
Yeah, I know how it is. You know, Holly, I have a confession to make. There was a time when I really resented you.
Hey, come on.
No, I did, and I don't think I ever really apologized.
You did more than that. You defended me.
I realized Luke was absolutely right about you. You're a very special lady. I mean that.
Thanks, Rose. I really need that kind of support right now. Coming from you, it means a lot.
Good. Okay, now enough of this talk. Let's see if we can't find some opportunities for you in these one ads.
To say you made a good impression is an understatement.
Well, I had to let them know what they're going to be in for.
I think you're going to be the best police commissioner we've had in years.
And let's sit down and have the best lunch we've had in years.
I'm ashamed to say I don't get down to the waterfront like I should.
Well, that's one of the reasons I brought you here to Kelly's. I'll give you a chance to have a look at the area firsthand. I've got a lot of ideas as to how to clean up the waterfront.
Just make it safer, Commissioner.
Well, with the help of the city, that's precisely what I intend to do.
Well, nobody will be happier than I will. What can I get you gentlemen for lunch?
Well, to begin with, how about our menu?
We don't use them here, sir. Rosie has about a couple of today's specials, whatever they are. Oh, listen, have you seen Holly? She was coming down here.
She was here and gone. She's out on the job hunting trail. We went through the classifieds. I gave her a few suggestions.
What about her morale?
It was good when she left. Could be another story when she gets back. You know how it is. Would you like something to drink with that?
Well, coffee for me.
Oh, iced tea, if you have it.
Mr. Mayor, sir, for such an honored guest, if I didn't have it, I'd send out for it. We've got some.
Thanks, darling.
Now, before we continue with your ideas for the waterfront, how about the commissioner's house?
My honest answer?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm afraid it's just not me. So let me qualify that. It was probably all right for my predecessor, but with my bachelor background, it just doesn't fit in. I mean, what am I going to do with a 4-bedroom Victorian house?
I can see your point.
Look, what I need is a place that will double as both an office and a residence. Now, obviously, security's going to be a factor here. I mean, we're talking about a place that's got to be designed from the ground up to my specifications.
You've given us some thought.
Well, I'm going to find myself in a few ticklish situations. Consequently, anywhere I live, I've got to feel secure. Now, we're talking about probably a secret passageway here and there, surveillance equipment. On top of that, we've... Listen to this guy. I'm starting to sound like James Bond.
Well, from what I've heard, there was a time you were.
Look, the bottom line is, whatever we come up with is going to be expensive, and it's going to have to be approved.
I will be doing the approving, and you've got it. We'll put the commissioner's house on the market, and I'll put you in touch with an architect right away. Whatever you want, you've got it.
That's very generous of you, sir.
Well, it's selfish, too. I want to do my darndest to see that you like this job.
You're going about it the right way.
Here we go. Excuse me. New England clam chowder and homemade black
What did I
bread.
tell you?
It smells delicious.
You try it.
You don't mind if I wait for your reactions, do you?
Be our guest.
I heard you had a spot of excitement down here this morning. A motorcycle accident?
Yeah, they took him over to General. Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Hello? Yes, I'm calling in reference to the window decorator position advertised in this morning's paper. I was wondering what qualifications I would need. That's all? I see. No, it sounds fine. I was wondering if I could come in for an interview. Great. Yes, my name is Holly Sutton. I'm sorry? Yes, that Holly Sutton. Yes, understand. Goodbye.
You got my promise. One day a week, we'll come down to look at the waterfront.
Hopefully, in a month or two, you'll notice some improvement.
With you in charge, it's a given. And about that house, I'll have an architect get in touch with you immediately.
I appreciate it, sir.
I appreciate the lunch. We'll talk to you later. It was a delicious lunch, Mrs.
I'm glad
Kelly.
you enjoyed it, Mr. Mayor.
Sir?
So long, Robert.
You should have gone for the house.
That's just what Jackie's going to say.
Good, you're here.
Am I supposed to be?
I'm sorry. Stella called and asked if you were here.
Can we sit down, Scorpio? We have things to talk about.
Sure. Excuse me, darling.
I'll bring you some coffee.
All right. Now, first off, I know that Lila hired you to find my son, Eric.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, well, for reasons I don't know or even care about. But what is important is what has just occurred. As a young man, he goes by the name of Jimmy Lee Holt. He's turned up in town. He claims to be Eric. He even has what looks like an authentic birth certificate, but I am positive the young man is an imposter.
You know about the photographs I showed Mrs. Quartermain?
Yes, I know they also match the one I have in my possession. Now, wait a minute. You say photographs, plural?
Yeah. One was taken at a military school at about age 12. The other one is a lot more recent. I've got them somewhere.
Well, I need to see them, Scorpio. Especially
Sure.
the recent one.
Sure.
I'll pay you whatever you want.
Wait a minute.
Double what Lila gave you. Just get me those pictures.
Mr. Quartermain, money is not the object here. You can have them for nothing.
I can.
Yeah, but look, you should know that I follow a very clear trail. Up to and beyond the most recent photograph. Beyond that, well, the trail petered out.
This young man is obviously an imposter.
An easy way to find out.
You just tell me how.
You've seen this birth certificate.
Yeah, seems to be authentic.
Right. Now, on the certificate should be the footprints of the newborn baby. Now, you take those prints, match them to your Mr. Holt, and if you have a match, well, you've found your long-lost son.
And if we don't?
You're off the hook. Well, what are you doing here? I thought you'd be out pounding the pavement.
Great town you have here, Robert. Full of helpful people. Always forgiving and ready to extend a hand and give you a second chance.
What happened?
My worst fears came true. Every place I went, I got the same cold shoulder.
Well, you need some recommendations.
Well, I already got one of those from Rose.
For what?
A catering firm down on Front Street.
What happened?
No jobs available until later this month.
Well, do you think they'll hire you?
Maybe. If they don't find out about my sordid past. How's your job coming on?
Performed my first official function today. Had lunch with the mayor.
Sounds like a fun job, dining with dignitaries.
Yes, all you have to do is run around the world for a few years, chasing the bad guys.
Something I know all about, only my view comes from the other side of the fence.
Not much difference, really. One wears a black hat, one wears a white one.
Except people hire ex-white hatters, and they kick ex-black hatters out of the door.
Wait a minute, wait. You've just given me a wonderful idea. You can come and work for us.
Us, as in...
The police department.
Oh, don't be dumb.
Come on, they're always looking for qualified people down there.
People with an arrest record?
Well, I'll make sure they overlook that.
Well, thank you very much, but really, I mean, me, Detective Holly Sutton, I can just wait until Basil and Oliver hear about that.
Well, actually, I was thinking of something along the lines of maybe records department or dispatch.
Thanks, Robert. I know you're being sincere, but I think I'm better suited to the catering business than the law enforcement business.
Well, what about meter mating?
I think I have too much heart for that. It's nearly as bad as dog catching, which, believe it or not, is one of the ads I was considering. What am I going to do? This all seems terribly hopeless.
Come on, look, it's only your first day. I've been looking for the right job for months.
Yeah, but you have the stamina.
So have you. Look, in the last few months, you've survived a few things that would have toppled mere mortals.
Only because there was no alternative.
Job hunting is exactly the same thing. You've got to go out and find it. There's no alternative to that.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll survive this, too.
Look, if you stay with it long enough, something is bound to come along.
You make it sound so simple.
It is simple. Getting a job, that's easy. Finding it, that's the bummer.
I knew there was a catch.
You've got to stick with it. Stay with it long enough.
Yeah, when Luke gets back...
Everything will be beer and Skittles.